So I was just sitting here thinking, right? A few weeks, like a little while ago, I don't know how long it's been, I came up with this idea in my head that anytime something is hard, like that's what you need to be focused on. Like if it's hard, like if to me in my head, I'm like, dang, I want to procrastinate doing it. Like I need to put that off. I need to just put it off. I don't want to do that. Like as soon as you notice that energy, you need to just make a decision and do it. Like start taking action on it. I think that's the key to some of this stuff. Like in our life, if we take the time and pay attention, like you really got to notice that energy where it's like you know you don't want to do it. Like you know that that's just something you don't want to do, and not you don't want to do because it's like bad. Like you don't want to do because it's gonna take too much maybe mental energy, physical energy, whatever, emotional energy. Like it's just something you just know you don't want to do. You just put it off. But if you do the hard stuff, like as soon as you notice that that's hard, like that's the indicator. Like that's important. That's important because you don't want to do it. You want to put it out, and it's certain things kind of set up. Some of our programming, things like that, and the way we was raised and stuff is set up a certain way, so we're not really aware of certain like things, how it make us feel. That if it make us feel like I need to put it out, not bad, y'all. Like I don't want to get you confused on how I'm trying to explain it, but I want you to understand, like if it's something like you got to study, I know that's simple, but it's you studying, you know that you don't want to study, so you put it off. Push through that. As soon as you feel like that, that's when you say, okay, that's my indicator. I need to start doing this right now, because that's in our mind, we don't realize that that's the indicator. We just think, oh, it's procrastination. So every time you think about you want to procrastinate on doing something, just notice that like that's your indicator telling you like, hey, this is important. Like this is really important, and it's probably gonna propel you or take you to the next level. So do whatever it is. Like, and that's what I was telling myself. But it's funny because then I was sitting here thinking of like, and people in relationships, when it's something hard that need to be done, like a conversation that need to be had, and it's real hard, and then people keep putting it off and putting it off, and then something really happened and explode, and then it's a bad deal. But if at the beginning, as soon as you see something like an indicator that's saying that you don't want to address it or you want to put it off, and that's when you need to address it and take action on whatever it is you're thinking about at that moment. And so I was just thinking that, y'all, I just wanted to share that. This video is not going to be that long, but I was just that was on my mind. I'm over here just thinking like, dang, it's the important, like it's that procrastination part that you got to kind of realize that that's the indicator. It's like, soon as you feel like I need to not do this right now, or I don't feel like doing it, or and it could be anything, y'all. Like I'm just giving some examples, but as soon as you notice something like right now I need to be in there right and I need to get out, but at the same time I'm working, I just needed to get it out. Like this is part of my creative process, but I need to go in there and do some other stuff, and I keep putting it off, and I know that that's important at this point. Like now I know it's like, you just got to be self-aware and pay attention to the energy and how it's moving, and kind of like not go against the current, but make sure you pay attention and go with what your soul is really trying to guide you to do.